left alive. I am Tammy.
Johnny.
TNT, Grace and Grit. We had a little winter storm thingy to go through a couple days ago. So you can see behind Johnny and I, there's still snow on the ground. So I want to go over some winter vehicle safety kit items that you should have in your car. Get Johnny's phone going, give people time to come in. Oh, heading in town, we gotta get chicken feed, we gotta get dog food, a few items for the house. I'm not cereal. My favorite cereal. I need a haircut so bad. I ain't taking time for it today though. Because we have no updates. I'm sure you heard about losing her mommy, so we're sending out prayers to Erin and her brothers and her family members. It's hard to lose a parent, and especially when it's not really expected. So sending out prayers to Erin, and we love you, girl. If you can send monetary to her, Cash App is on her description. It's on one of her videos she has out. Also, her merch store right now, she's extended her Black Friday sale, which is 50% off everything. Also, usually shipping is $11, but they're $1 sale for shipping for express shipping, so that saves you like $1 and something to use that. She does have a couple shirts that are Erin's choices that are $9.99 a piece. So if you can support her in any way, her mother didn't have life insurance, and we've had to help other families in our families that either didn't have life insurance or was short. So we understand how that goes. So just give Erin a big old hug, inspire her, send her good thoughts and her family as they go through this, and it'll be a while. She was talking about her house being so quiet, deafening quiet, and I know that sound. The day that Johnny and my son John went back to work, and that house was deafening quiet when my mom passed, so I know all too well. I even went outside and screamed, because usually Mom was so hard to hear and she had her TV loud, so there was always noise going on in the house. But it was just, there was no noise, nothing, no sound or anything. So I know that quietness. And she was talking about the things she wanted to go share with her mom, like 20, I think it was 20,000 subscribers. And I remember many times something happened, me wanting to go back to my mom's room and share with her what happened. So yeah. And sometimes still my mom, and then I can't. So I understand that all too well, how that is. And I remember my first husband, Tony, he used to call his mom every single day, and after she passed, he still would go and pick up the phone to call her, and then it would hit him that she wasn't there to call. So it's something else when you get in those habits. Just like with my brother, I was used to talking with him or being able to call him or take him something to fix. So he always made me some kind of jewelry. Try to understand what you have and not miss it before you are missing it. That's why I 100% always tell my husband I love you and I appreciate you. Almost daily, don't I? How much I love him and appreciate him, and I thank God for him all the time too. He has truly been a blessing to me. Okay, let's bring this up. I have notes. So this is your winter vehicle safety kit checklist. I'll run through this and then we can go back to chat if somebody comes on. So the one thing for warmth and clothing, it's suggested to have a heavy blanket, an extra set of clothing, including dry shoes and socks. I preached this to my kids when I was raising them, when they were out driving and in snow, and I still do. Make sure you have a blanket. And why would you have to have extra set of clothing, including dry socks and shoes? Well, if you go into a ditch, you're going to get wet, or even if you don't, if you was to have to stop to help someone else and your feet get wet or cold, you could change those. It's good to have in your vehicle just in case. For traction and digging, it's good to have either cat litter or sand or cardboard that you can put under your tires or around your tires. Don't need your traction out. I used to use cardboard a lot in the summertime whenever I used to have a Firebird GTA, and I showed it. It was in 1989, so I showed it at car shows. If it was raining, it had these big giant tires on it that would sit in that mud. These big tires didn't have traction in the mud. They had it in snow, but they didn't have it in mud. So I carried cardboard with me when there was going to be muddy situations to put under my tires to get me out. So that does work. Also, a collapsible snow shovel. You can get those, all of these now on Temu. I will find the links for what I have on here on Temu to get decent prices. And if it's cheaper on Amazon, I will send those links. Welcome back to you too, Tata. Visibility and safety items. Magnetic LED flashing light. High visibility warning light. Now, it doesn't have to necessarily be magnetic, but if you can find one that's magnetic or add a magnet to it, that way it'll stick to your car to flash. Actually, Kay has an item that flashes, safety flashes, if she does have to have it out. It does all kinds of things. Reflective clothing, like a vest, or doesn't necessarily have to be a full vest, but they also have the strap vest, don't they now?
Yeah.
You can kind of throw on. And they are very expensive as well. I think we lost Tata. Hey, car. Power and communication. Have a charged portable phone charger and power bank. Please, especially when it's cold, check that charger bank at least once a week and make sure it's topped off. A battery aid, so you can have either a portable starter, which is actually recommended for easiness of use, and they are not as expensive. They're fairly affordable too nowadays, and Temu also has those. If not, jumper cables, and maybe have our jumper cables as a reliable backup also. Your general needs would be to have bottled water, at least a couple. Now, it depends on how far you are driving. If you're driving just locally in your town, hopefully then someone's going to be able to come and assist you, depending on weather conditions and all that. But if you're on the interstate is a different animal by itself. He travels the interstate 5 days a week in his semi. And he is no longer in a sleeper. It is now a day cab. I was like, I know what it is, but I can't remember. So you don't have as much room to have a lot of these items, but I know you all have triangles. And I have had him to take a blanket with him. So you can take, he always has his cooler with him, that he has his drinks, and he has the high protein jerky sticks that he carries with him. So if he was to get stuck on the interstate, which has happened, just like yesterday, you were set for how long?
3 hours.
3 hours in the snow. So at least he had his drinks with him and his beef sticks. All right, so maybe a small basic toolkit and a toe strap are also some items that would be good to have in there. So I'm not going to make this long information, but just something that you can have. And I will also add this list down in the description. So based on this list of what we went through, what is the one item that you keep in your car during the winter that I totally missed? Add that either in the live chat or down into the comments below. And have you ever been stranded or had an emergency where one specific item in your kit saved the day, either for you or yourself? Share that story down in the chat, please. I'd appreciate that. So we talked about the newer and the portable jump starters. Are you old school for jumper cables? I would say Johnny would be. Or have you made the switch over to the portable power banks? And why? I would choose the portable because I don't like to mess with jumper cables because they scare me. I've seen them blow up in people's faces. So what's your choice, Johnny?
Jumper cables.
Why?
You can actually jump a car off without another car being there.
How?
If there's just enough juice for it to turn over a couple of times, you can take the ends of your jumper cables, put it on the hot wire of the starter, ground it to the starter, touch the ends to the battery, the other ends to the battery, it'll kick starter over, and it'll start the car.
There you go.
Done it.
There you go. I have used jumper cables several times, especially with my Firebird. It was at car shows. All right, so if you live somewhere that it's extreme, or you have blizzards, what is a specific survival set or mandatory people in less harsh climates might not think of to have in a car? Because we do have quote unquote blizzards here occasionally. To where we have 16 to 24 inches of snow or more, and then with the blow more than anything, that was not a bad thing for us to travel in. It's the ice. And if you ask me, everybody has problems with ice, and they'll tell you, oh, I can drive on ice, it's no problem. You, sir, ma'am, are the ones that end up in the ditch or cause other people to have accidents whenever you're trying to fly through on your ice and you spin out. So that's my opinion on that. I know we all have opinions. All right, how often do you check and refresh the items in your winter kit? Do you have one? Do you plan on making one if you do not? And do you do it every fall or wait until the first snowfall? I would say we're guilty of waiting until the first snowfall before we think about it. And then as doing a preparedness channel, I'm just going to be up and honest with you that we are. So, all right, thanks so much for stopping by. I hope this helps. Again, don't forget to put your stories down below in the comments.
Yeah,
we love you.
Tillett
We appreciate
Tammy
you.
Nall-Tillett.
Remember to always be you. Beautiful. Bye for now.
Peace out.